Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to Dead Space. So we're probably going to enter a fight with these two as soon as I activate this.
Processing request. Please stand by. Antigen compound completed. Please
Okay.
remove the capsule.
What are you doing? Your fight for survival is admirable but pointless. And yet you keep on going.
This guy is crazy.
It almost makes me think that we had hope as a species. Am I the only one who sees that we have died out a long time ago? We just haven't accepted it yet. Stop running. Stop your struggle.
I don't even know what their species
Our
is, so I
future,
don't know how
your future,
to
the
interact
future
with
of
that
our race
statement.
ends here. Allow me to introduce you to humanity's child, the children that will replace us.
I have to assume he is crazy because I don't know. Like, and the camera's doing its own thing. And that was not enough. Just keep stomping it because he's regenerating or something.
Can't kill it, Isaac. It's just gonna keep regenerating. Get out of there! Run!
Alright, I'll take that as my evidence. And he seems to have the ability to crawl around, so I really don't feel like I'm particularly safe. And in the middle of really what a fight, this fight that's still going on. This is odd, this door is open now. Like, where does this go? Oh, this goes right back here. Interesting. Was this always an opportunity? Or...
One there. Repeat. Come in, Isaac. Kendra, is anyone there?
Hammond, where the hell have you been?
I've restarted panic. It's bad down here. Really bad. You're hardly breathing. The organic matter is growing everywhere.
Let's try this new gun.
But
That works pretty well. That gun works really well. We forgot to... We died, so we had to come back in here to pick up this. We can use a small health too. Now I do have stasis, so I could just stasis this guy and run, theoretically. But you don't even really
Now you
need to
need
do
to find
that.
a DNA sample of the growth. According to lab records, there's an inert sample stored in the ICU. A Dr. Mercer was apparently doing intensive research on it. I've been trying to contact Hammond, but all I'm getting is static. Isaac, you've got to hurry.
So we're in a weird position right now. Like, I have a gun. Let's see. That I must have put in the safe. The Ripper. That's the one I was probably trying to hold on to. And then, do I have anything to sell? Flame fuel, force energy. I kind of want to hold on to the force gun, so I'm just going to sell this. And I could make more force energy for the force gun. I haven't tried the force gun as alternate fire yet. But yeah, we're back to using the Ripper. We have one key item with 5,000 credits and a lot of switching to alternate mode. Like half the time when you leave an area, it seems to reset your gun. Remember there was a big hole right there, and why it gets lighter when you point your gun at it, I assume is because you've got like a flashlight on your gun.
Your persistence surprises me. Holding on to your final breath, you claw your way along. You hold on to what was once your world, and now it belongs to the children. Be glad of the knowledge that your death will bring their birth. Listen, can you hear it? It's coming. Say your prayers.
And see, his back has a health bar system too, which doesn't really make any sense for a medical professional. It just seems like it's something that's happened over their development of their technology. So there's an oxygen tank over here, which tells us we're probably gonna lose oxygen at some point. My stasis is not saving me enough here. They want me to take on this guy? I thought you said I couldn't kill him. Maybe I can kill him now. It seems like I must be able to. As an alternate fire mode. That didn't seem to work too well. I see a lot of things here, but maybe I'm supposed to use the Ripper. Remember, we don't have, like, we don't have things that
someone keeps shutting down the door protocol. I bypassed the lock. Go!
There we go. We'll use the health, but we're not in good shape. We are not in good shape at all. And see, I don't think the game is just... Let's see. I don't think we're just gonna run into him or he's just gonna follow us. I think it's more story based than that. And don't get too close to that. Hopefully I didn't. And see, this time I got a small health instead of a large health, which that's not so good. Suppose that means you could just like save and exit or die intentionally. Gold schematic, and you can see down this way is somebody, and I don't have really enough health to be dealing with them, but wow. And see, it's like the exact same face model too. So either these two are twins, or I'm hallucinating. Seems like I'm hallucinating. Who's to say how much of any of this is I'm actually hallucinating though? But there was something worth getting over there. And see, that was also the same face model as this lady who was sawing people. And it seems like back here there's some Ripper. Let's pull out the Ripper thing. And like, why can I not reload? I don't understand. This is force entry. Oh, I don't have any Ripper bullets. Alright, so I can refill this gun. I can refill this gun. And I can refill this if I had any bullets for any of those, which I don't. I don't know when I burned out of bullets with the Ripper energy, with the Ripper gun, but apparently I did. So we're not doing very well. And here's the doctor's office, and if there was any question whatsoever, it has been answered. Some more health.
Person log, Dr. Chalice Mercer. The specimen continues to respond well to my experiments. Its cellular fortitude, not to mention elasticity, is remarkable. Dr. Kine, I'm sure, would disapprove. But I do not anticipate that issue, as the good doctor is busying himself with the marker. As if that matters now. He has also succumbed to the same dementia that afflicted the colony. Only yesterday he told me he had spoken to his wife. But Amelia Kine has been dead for some years. My subject grows restless. Patience. Your time is soon. Very soon.
So, yeah. It's like a twofold attack. The marker drives you crazy, and potentially it turns people into necromorphs.
Adding sample 9797 to chemical compound.
Like, why would you have?
Mixing required.
Why would you have this in your office?
That's it, Isaac. Now you just need to...
This has gone far enough. Accept your part in the God's plan. Embrace your own extinction.
Warning. Life support system failure on medical.
What the hell was
Please
that?
evacuate immediately.
Isaac, he's decompressed the entire deck, and I'm being locked out of those systems. All the air has been vented into space. You should be able to bring it back online from the security station, but you don't have much time.
So you can see, immediately I ran right into a pile of these, and they overwhelmed me. And I guess that's the only real zombie-like creature in the entire game.
Person log, Dr. Chalice Mercer. The specimen continues to respond well to my experiment.
We'll just go ahead and fade that out. And that's actually quite nice.
Adding sample 9797 to chemical compound. Final mixing required.
That's it, Isaac. Now you just need to...
This has gone far enough. Accept your part in the God's plan. Embrace your own extinction.
Warning. Life support system failure on medical.
What the hell was
Please
that?
evacuate immediately.
Isaac, he's
Now, I
decompressed
have
the entire
a
deck,
decent
and I'm
amount
being
of
locked out
oxygen.
those systems. All the air has been vented into space. You should be able to bring it back online from the security station, but you don't have much time.
But I do want to Just freeze these guys. This is not the item to use. I'm about to die. And I really should just run. Just hope nothing hits me.
You've got everything you need to make the poison. Now get back to the chemistry lab.
What are you going to do? Do it fast. You can hardly breathe.
You're cutting out, Hammond. I'm gonna try to switch over. Shit. I lost the signal. I'll continue scanning for
Can't even
location.
listen to
You
it.
have to get that compound mixed.
He's just dying, on the verge of dying this whole time. Well, 5,000 is probably what I'm gonna have to use. Sell this, sell this, sell. Let's move this. I haven't seen any pulse rounds, so I do think I probably need to buy the pulse gun again. For 7,000, which is gonna suck. So let's see if what we can sell. Sell this much, and I don't think that the flamethrower is needed, so we're gonna move that over. Buy that again, and I probably lost money on that deal. Now inventory, plasma ammo, flame fuel will move over. Force energy, force energy. And we'll just go and save this, I suppose. Maybe take this. I also haven't bought any. Yeah, I don't think we're ever gonna need air. So a full large health pack should go all the way to the top. So we can stop with that nonsense. And what's our objective? I thought we were done here. Create the poison. So we have to go back this direction and mix it again.
I've got more intel on the atmosphere. A survivor's report says a massive creature entered the hydroponics deck from outside the ship. That's when the air quality began degrading. The survivor called it the Leviathan.
Let's see, there's nothing here. I have I have 2 nodes, so I could spend all 3 right now and get more HP, and it's probably not the right time to do that because we could get a free health refill. Stasis. Stasis would... If we could get the duration up, we could pause things for about 6 seconds. But that's just not going to happen. And I see no reason to ever get kinesis. And maybe put some more damage on the force gun. Like, maybe. I don't know. I think really what we should probably do is just start saving up money for the next version of the suit. And so they're saying this Leviathan creature came in from the outside of the spaceship. So is it an actual alien or what? And just make sure it's pointing us this way.
Processing request. Please stand by.
So you just had to go back and forth.
Please remove the capsule.
Let's hope that poison works. Head back to the tram station and get up to hydroponics as fast as you can. Still no response from Hammond, so be careful. There's no telling how contaminated that deck is.
I'm beginning to truly admire your spirit, misplaced as it may be. I think you should see the whole plan. You should not spurn the hive mind's offerings. You deserve to witness that at least.
And so the doors aren't going to let me leave the way I came. Instead, we're going to have to go through a journey. See, here's a barricaded... We saw a barricaded section before. Again, it doesn't really make sense with my welding gun, though. Why? As soon as we got that force gun back, we started picking up force weapons. Which probably means there is some way to manipulate this and spend the least amount of money to get the most expensive weapons possible.
Perhaps now you will understand. The work I have done must continue. Will continue. I, Dr. Charles Wilson, shall serve as the catalyst to the salvation of our species. These specimens will return to Earth with me. I will spread their divine glory across the entire planet. I will lead you with my creation. Embrace the inevitable.
So this is a cryogenic thing that I need to freeze the guy in.
Freezing cycle successful. Transporting patient.
Did it work?
Let's just hope that's the last we see of that thing. I've managed to override Mercer's lockdown. There's a secondary tram station nearby, and you can take it to hydroponics. Let's just hope there's enough time.
There's a... So there was about 3 of these running around. But I managed to just cryostasis him and run and hit the machine. Wow, this is so stolen from Resident Evil 4. This entire elements of this game are lifted. And ironically, Resident Evil 4 doesn't really run on my PC. I think that's half because I have a GTX 970, which is kind of a defective video card. because they lied about how fast the memory was on it, and half just poor PC ports on the part of the makers of Resident Evil. This EA game, on the other hand, still runs. Although, well, let's face it, it only runs with forced VSync on. Otherwise, the game is completely unplayable at the very beginning. First door you run into. How did I get here? This is like a different tram. This is a completely different tram than what we came in on. Use that ladder, I suppose. Use the flashlight. I guess there aren't any collectibles in this game, or I've just done a really terrible job of finding them. It must be the sequel that the collectibles exist in. And how are we doing? Let's see. We have now a decent collection of health and a decent collection of weapons that I could probably move forward and then refill my weapons. Or I was gonna plan to refill my weapons, then move forward. I was incredibly small. The game ran out of steam. Like, there's really no reason even to have a second save if you were going to try to have a second save for that section. And see, this hydroponics is probably going to be a pretty short experience too. Getting towards this guide, this mid-game boss, I suppose is what you would call it now. There we go. And here's some different crates, but you can't stomp on them. In fact, your leg just goes right through them. So just to be artistically different.
Hydroponics log, Dr. Elizabeth Cross reporting. I'm pleased to say that we're working close to maximum capacity at the present time. All flora is healthy and thriving, and food yield has created a surplus. I was going to pass the surplus on to the colony, but the captain has given a no-fly order. I want to note my opposition to that order. Everyone knows they're in trouble down there, and I don't see what denying them our surplus will achieve.
And see, it wants me to go that way. And over here, we've got I bet another bloody bathroom. Crawling out of the toilet. Gross toilets. And stomping all of these really hasn't proven to be useful at all. Ragdolling is real. You almost wonder if maybe this game was cut short in development because of maybe the ragdolling. That in test showings, they said to themselves that they got reports back like this is really bad and you need to fix it. And they said, nah, we won't fix it. We'll just sell it like it is and stop putting effort into it. Or maybe they just couldn't fix it. It's not actually for a 9-year-old game that bad. Ragdolling was pretty much the standard. Either your character ragdolled because of the engine, or it just fell and stayed falling on the ground and the player couldn't interact with it at all, and they just clip through it or walk over it. It probably comes from the level of engine they could make at the time, if I was to guess.
Watering cycle initiated.
Oh, that was spooky. Like, here's another great example of the engine having trouble and just probably not being able to do certain things. So now I can make contact energy. Maybe it was just beyond the ability of engines of the day to give an actual weight to certain items so that they would fall and stay on the ground.
Isaac.
It's this guy.
Good to see you in one piece. Don't take your helmet off. The hair's rotten. I gotta look at it. It's huge. You won't believe it. Shut itself in food storage. Crew that was on this deck, I think they're what's poisoning the air. They've been transformed. I saw one of them. Bloated, swollen. They're like poison factories. We need to take them out where we can still breathe.
Hammond! I thought you were dead. You need to get to cleaner
that's
air.
his...
You're not going to be able to help Isaac in your condition. Isaac, I'm scanning the area now. He's right, there's something really big in food storage. But I can't get a good scan. Monitor readings are off the scale. Be careful.
Now, this doesn't make the most amount of sense. Let's see if we can do this. No, we can't step on his toes. Well, we can, but it doesn't react to in any way. Like, we haven't seen any of the Necromorphs eat anything really other than other dead bodies to turn them into Necromorphs. So the idea that they need to poison the air to better procreate or better
That's the door to
survive.
food storage. But I can't override the integrity lockdown. You have
Doesn't
to destroy
make
the pods
sense.
to bring the air quality up. Then you can go through and use the poison on the Leviathan.
Seems like there's gonna be a couple different ways we're gonna go, and then we'll probably end up right through there. Yeah, I understand the idea of poisoning food so other people couldn't eat or breathe, but it really goes to show if these creatures existed, they would almost certainly have been designed to, like, genetically engineered to kill off. Let's move one of these. Kill off human beings. Pulse rounds, we can sell one of those. And flame fuel. Let's see. We still have the line gun, but we haven't picked up any line racks in a while. Ripper blades. Ripper blades, force energy, pulse rounds. Flame fuel. And that gives me enough to get a couple more power nodes, but I'm not sure I actually need a couple more power nodes, honestly. And see, I can't even see that menu until I get to a workbench. So let's keep things light. I have probably one more power node I'm gonna take, and then from this point going forward, nothing more. I'll just save up for the final piece, suit level 4, which I imagine I'll get, and that'll be that. We didn't even really look at the map, for as awful as the map is. You can see there's 4 poison pods that we're going to go through. Probably not going to need to run unless we have more of these enemies that regenerate. If that becomes the case, then I think that is your only option. And if that is the case, that's going to be kind of annoying. Kind of like the beeping. There's 8 poison pods, not even 4. And then we're going to poison the Leviathan. On chapter 5, did we... First chapter ever to get all of the lines of dialogue. Health, we're relatively okay. I can take 1 hit and use the small thing. Space. Space is going to be weird because there must be a level 6 suit also. Because level 4 seems like it would only open a couple more inventory spaces, not the full amount. And I guess there's nothing else to deal with, so that's going to be it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want a friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.